Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Christian Music Bros. I know it's been a few weeks, but thank you for joining again. I'm Brendan, and once again, this is Braden.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
How was your Thanksgiving, Braden? I don't think we have done an episode since Thanksgiving.
I don't think so. Yeah, it was a great Thanksgiving. Had a great time with my family. How about you?
It was pretty good. Holidays go by really fast. Like, look at 3 weeks from today is actually Christmas now.
No kidding. Yeah, it's coming up fast.
And you know what also comes up right after Christmas? That is Winter Jam.
For sure.
Guess what we're talking about today? Any guesses?
We're going straight into Winter Jam lineup.
Yep. So this is gonna be our last episode right before the holiday. We want you to spend some time with your family, friends, loved ones, whatever, and we'll kick things back off probably after the New Year. So probably the week after New Year. So we'll see you then. We might have an episode posted before then. We might not, but all things we'll see what happens. But most likely this is our last episode before Christmas. So happy
Mhm,
holidays to our listener. Thank you for everyone that supported us. We got our Spotify wrapped. It looks like a lot of you guys are listening, so we appreciate it.
mhm.
So
For sure. Thank you, everyone, for listening, following us on social media. We appreciate it. And we're so thankful you guys are on this journey with us.
So we're gonna just talk about the Winter Jam lineup. So it announced about a month ago now. We've
Mhm.
been wanting to do this for probably the last month, but with Thanksgiving and we had artists scheduled, we just didn't have a time to discuss. So we feel like right before the new year, it's the perfect time to discuss too, because Winter Jam happens like right after Christmas and New Year's, basically.
Definitely. Yeah.
So we're gonna just dive in right now. We're gonna start with the pre-jam artist. First one we have is LIN D, who we just had on our podcast about a good 3-4 weeks ago.
Mhm.
I'm really excited to see what them come out with. They're gonna do a lot of pop worship mix. They talked about they're probably gonna play Breathe Again. They were telling us on the podcast. Why are you looking forward towards for Lindy on the pack or Winter Jam that podcast? Ugh.
Yeah, the whole lineup looks amazing. Lindy, though, is probably the band I'm most excited to see. I discovered their music earlier this year. They released some of my favorite pop songs, including "Breathe Again," "Let Go," so many awesome ones. So I'm over the moon, excited to see them perform and just show everybody Christian pop's not dead. It's amazing. It's up there with any other music out there. So I'm super excited to see them do it.
And I feel like they're gonna be the ones that kick our show off. So you're if you want to see them, be sure to get there early. Doors will probably open at like 5:45. They'll probably be on stage at 6 o'clock your time. So make sure you're there early to catch them out.
Definitely. Whether you're in line or got pre-jam pass, you don't want to miss them.
Then from there we have John Wesley from Reach City. John is gonna be a great addition. He's completely opposite spectrum of Lindy. He's a little more worship and everything, and a little he's still a little pop, but he's more the Sean B attitude of last year. I feel like he's gonna be our Sean B of last year for those who were out at Winter Jam.
I like that comparison. Yeah. John Wesley is a phenomenal worship leader. I've been listening to him through Reach City Worship for a long time. They have one of my favorite worship songs called Never Leave Me, which hopefully we'll hear. But I know John's got so much new music he'll be singing. So I'm excited to see what he's got.
And he'll be one of those artists that you have to be there early to see. Pre-jams usually from like 6 to 6:30 or 6:45. So you have to be there like right away to catch him out. So make sure you're there to check him out as well. Then
Mhm.
lastly, our pre-jam artist is SEU Worship. They've been around for a while now, and they're finally getting molded into Winter Jam. And this year, they're going to be like that big worship band they have like right before Winter Jam kicks off. Like the last few years, we had Bayside Worship and we had Thrive Worship. This year, we're getting SEU Worship, and I think it's some university, and I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me. I think it's like Southeastern University or something like that.
I believe you're right. Yeah, I heard that before with them. They're a phenomenal worship band. Compared to Thrive Worship, Bayside Worship, they're probably the biggest worship band Winter Jam's had to kick it off as their main one. And they've exploded this year with their songs Deep Dive, Monday Morning Faith. I absolutely love their last album. They're a phenomenal band. And they actually have a lot of pop albums along with worship albums. So it'll be really cool the set they do, leading everyone to worship. It'll be really exciting seeing them.
And it's going to be really cool to see them kick off the show. Like you said, they're bigger than Thrive. They're a little bigger than Bayside. So this is like the biggest worship pre-jam artist I've known in recent memory from Winter Jam.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we're gonna dive into next. We have Zane Black coming back as a speaker. Zane is a phenomenal speaker. He's been here the last 3-4 years after Tony replacing Tony Nolan back in like 2016, 2017. It's great to see Zane come back out again.
Definitely. I love his messages every year. I think we both got to actually meet him and get a quick selfie with him last year. He's an awesome guy, a great speaker, especially for youth and for many people who don't really know the gospel as well. He does a great job at portraying it in such a real, truthful way that connects with kids. It's awesome to see.
And he has the energy level to get your attention. He'll be talking. He'll have his main talk, but he'll also be introducing some artists here and there just for fun. And if you get the chance, Zane come out, I would recommend reaching me, hanging out with Zane for a few minutes after the show or after he talks and just meet him. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
From there, we have Joseph O'Brien. So was talking about it before this. I'm not quite sure if he's going to be speaking or singing. He is an independent artist. Or no, wait, I think he's on a record label now. My bad. He's on a record label now. He was an independent artist, but I feel like he's going to be more of the Kevin Quinn type. So if you remember, like in 2019, 2020, 2021, Kevin Quinn came out, did like 2 or 3 songs, the acoustic set. I feel like that's where we're getting from Joseph O'Brien. And Joseph is a great songwriter. He's a great singer, and it's excited to see someone like Joseph be on Winter Jam.
Exactly. Yeah. I love Joseph O'Brien, like you said, independent artist, but now he's with Goatee Records. So it's gonna be really cool. He'll probably do maybe 1 or 2 songs. We don't know. He may speak a little bit, maybe acoustic set, because he's not really in the lineup, but yet he's an amazing artist, huge fan base. I've ran into him many times. We have several mutual friends. He's a really awesome guy, and I'm excited that he gets to have this opportunity, whatever it looks like, that just rock out, and I'm sure it'll be awesome.
And like I said, we don't know for sure what he's doing yet. He could be speaking with Zane. You never know. So just stay tuned. Check out Joseph. Check out his music as well. You can find it on Spotify, Apple, etc. Just like where you can find our podcast. So if you like what you're listening to, like, follow, and subscribe to our podcast. So then we have, I can't believe we said Winter Jam this year, guys. It's hosted by Newsong. But with the hosted by, before we go into hosted by Newsong, the Winter Jam has 2 sponsors this year. There's multiple sponsors, but big sponsors to New Release Today and World Vision. So make sure to support them. Check out the World Vision table. Check out the New Release Today promo that's coming out from Winter Jam this year. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And with that being said, we are back with Newsong. This is a surprise to you all, I know, but it's excited to see that Newsong is still doing Winter Jam after all these years. They're phenomenal hosts. I think Arise My Love is like one of the biggest set songs they do, like between all the artists. That's like the biggest song at Winter Jam every year. So it's excited to see how they do that song this year.
Agreed. Newsong, they of course surprised everybody. We'll see what they're like, but they always do a solid set. They're always amazing doing this event every year, and their albums, their songs, they've got some good music too. Even though they get a little repetitive, they always do something to freshen up the set. So it's always awesome. And like you said, Arise My Love blows me away and along with the whole crowd every time. It's amazing.
And it's supposedly they're working on new music. So maybe we'll hear new music again this year. Like Love Is Stronger last year. That was a great surprise from them last year. So
definitely, yeah.
From there, we're going to get a new rock band. So like the last Winter Jam, if you haven't realized, it's a lot of Red, Skillet. Last year we had a new artist with Disciple. This year we're getting another new artist joining us on Winter Jam, which was a surprise to me. I loved this band. It was just a surprise, but we're getting Seventh Day Slumber. So like 7 Day Slumber is a good rock band. They've have many albums. They've been around since like the early 2000s, but it's just cool to see them getting more popularity. They have a good music rock album covers album. They have good worship songs. And I just feel like this is a great, fantastic gift for Winter Jam.
Agreed. Yeah, it was really a surprise seeing them join because we never had them before. But yet, it's a perfect fit. Saturday Slumber have been legit killing it for so many years now. They have a huge fan base, so many great rock songs, worship songs, especially doing Rock Fest records, helping so many other rock artists. I'm so happy they're on this tour. I think it's a great fit. And I think people are in for a surprise when they see them go out there and just do amazing.
And I think their sets are going to be similar to what we saw in Disciple last year. They did a little rock songs. They did a couple of worship songs. I can see that being the mold for Sunday Slumber this year too. They're going to follow that mold.
I can see that, yeah.
From there, we have one of the most popular choices what everyone wanted to see at Winter Jam. And I'm talking about Katy Nichole, female artist of the year, an up-and-coming artist. She has a lot of big songs. She has God in This Story with Big Daddy Weave. She has a new song with Hold On and many other songs. It's exciting to see a new, fresh female face. Like we predicted Riley Clemens, so we got Katy. We said Riley Clemens or Katy Nichole, so at least we got Katy, right? So it's excited to see Katy Nichole freshen up that space in Winter Jam.
So true. Katy's become one of my favorite new artists that's come out over the years. Like you said, so many amazing songs, and her hit In Jesus' Name, which completely blew the Christian music world away. She's a phenomenal artist. I've got to see her live a few months back, and she puts on an amazing show full of like different styles and influences, just like her album shows. I'm so excited for her. She's literally going to be amazing. Even like you said, a fresh new face, but hopefully we'll keep seeing her around for a while because she's going to be awesome.
And she's releasing a deluxe version of her debut album, like
Hmm.
started the year. So make sure to tune in and give it a listen. Support Katy. She'll be at Winter Jam. She's going to be amazing. Trust me, or trust.
Hmm.
From there, we have the most number one people artist that people wanted to see at Winter Jam. Everyone's like, this is who we have to see at Winter Jam this year. I read 80 comments or hundreds of comments just to see who people wanted on Winter Jam and their predictions. And this is the name I saw the most. And I'm talking about CAIN.
Hmm. Oh yeah, CAIN, amazing sibling band that came out a few years ago, and like you said, they are a huge fan favorite from their music, their personalities, their style. CAIN is just all amazing. I think this is their first year doing Winter Jam,
Yeah.
so it's gonna be amazing seeing that.
And it's pretty cool that they'll probably play a lot of, they have only like one or two albums out, but they've been touring. They have that having their self debut tour lately. They've been touring with Katy Nichole, actually. I think they've been touring together since this year. They were with David Leonard and Katy Nichole. So it's just cool to see CAIN come out and do Winter Jam and another new fresh face for Winter Jam.
Fully agree. They're gonna be so fun.
Next, we have two more artists to discuss. This one is the rapper of the year. I wanted to guess this artist when we did our predictions, but I felt like it was not going to be happening. I was going to think they're way too big. They're going to want to do their own solo show. No disrespect to this artist. I'm just saying I thought they were going to want to do their own solo show. I just didn't see them coming out Winter Jam. Let's be honest. I thought we were going to get someone like KB or Andy Mineo again, just because that's how Winter Jam's been the last 6-7 years. I feel like. But this
Mhm.
year, getting Lecrae, which is a big get for Winter Jam. I think. I think this is actually the biggest get for Winter Jam this year. I know CAIN and Katy Nichole are really huge, but I think Lecrae personally, like as an artist, that was the big get for Winter Jam this year.
Agreed. Yeah, it's been a while since we've had Lecrae, and like you said, neither of us really suspected it because he's such a huge artist now. At one point, he almost retired, I think, back in 2020 or so, but he's gone full back into music and he's doing so well. It's a really surprise addition, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited for people to experience that because Lecrae is a huge fan base. Like you said, he's a huge artist. So seeing him still doing Winter Jam, just like when Skillet does, it's always amazing to see that these artists are still pouring into these amazing nights that Winter Jam does every year.
And I thought honestly, before we talk about the headliner, I thought he was like headliner material. So like that's a big get. I thought he
Agreed.
was himself.
Mhm.
Speaking of headliners, this year's headliner, we kind of predicted it that he was one of our three finalists, but it's Crowder. This is probably Crowder's like third or fourth time headlining Winter Jam, but he's releasing new music. I think Milk and Honey is one of his best album to date. And I feel like he just released a new song off his new album he's working on called Grave Robber. So just excited to see Crowder come out and do a fresh new music coming out, supporting Winter Jam being a headliner. I can expect big things from him. When I've seen him twice in the past year. So you're gonna see a few songs from Milk and Honey. You'll see some things from his Neon Steeple album, and you'll also see some songs from his American Prodigal album. So like, and if we're lucky, we might see a cover like he did, or not really a cover, but it's his song "How He Loves" from his David Crowder band days. So it's just excited to see what David Crowder will do at Winter Jam again this year.
Hmm. Crowder is definitely a gift of an artist. He does so many different styles, whether hip hop influences, country, worship, pop. So many people love Crowder for ever since David Crowder band, and now him doing solo music for a long time now. He's amazing artist every time we see live. So he's going to put on an amazing show, as we all know. And like you said, there'll probably be some new music, Grave Robber, along with his new album coming out soon. So it's going to be a phenomenal seeing Crowder, who's up there with Lecrae at both pretty much headline material. So that's amazing to see.
And who knows, they might do a song together because like Crowder has rapping parts of the song. It's just going to be cool to see if we can get Crowder to come out together and Lecrae to do a song together.
That would be awesome. One thing about Winter Jams we always love is the collabs. So hopefully we'll see a few.
We just have a few extra minutes. Who are you excited to see Brandon at Winter Jam this year?
There's so many artists I'm excited to see. My favorite still has to be LIN D. I Pop music is my favorite, and they put on some of the best Christian pop release this year. No disrespect to any other artist out there. I love them. They're all huge for a reason. LIN D, though, I think is going to become the next big thing that we'll be seeing a lot more of, and I'm excited for people to discover them through this.
I can agree with that. My personal is Katy Nichole. I'm just excited to see what her set. I feel like she's gonna be a cool, fresh new face, like I've been saying. And all her music. I feel like it's gonna be a powerful set. So be ready. I feel like she's gonna bring the worship for like all the worship band. Like she'd be the worship artist of this year at Winter Camp. So I'll be excited to see that.
Hmm. Fully
Um,
agree with you there.
for those who are listening, please comment who you're excited to see. We want to see who you're excited to see. Um, there is tons of dates that Winter Jam's coming. Sorry if you're on the West Coast. They don't come to the West Coast much, so I apologize if you're watching on the West Coast. It's kind of sad. But if you're on the East Coast, I will post a link to the dates. Tell us where you're going to be. If we're in the same city, maybe Brad and I can meet up with you and we'll say hello and everything. Maybe I'll order some stickers and we can do stickers at Winter Gym and just hand them out to random people. I don't know. But
Hey,
thanks for it. Brad, is there anything else you want to discuss before we end this today?
don't think so. Other than for all those going to Winter Jam, we highly recommend it. If it's near you, definitely go. Even if the lineup you may not be so sure about it, guarantee it's worth it. There'll be some artists there that will blow your minds, and it'll be an incredible experience, like it always is. If you've ever been there, it's such a powerful night ministry, and you can bring your friends, whether they're believers or not. They'll all enjoy it and get something from it.
Yeah, I agree with everything Brad said, and it's just a great time. It goes usually Thursday through Sundays once a week, so just make sure get your youth groups involved if you're in the youth group. Bring your friends, bring your family, bring your neighbor. So just excited to bring everyone. And again, thank you for tuning in. We hope to see you guys. Hope you guys enjoy Winter Jam. Hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you after the first of the year. So take care, everyone, and have a great holiday.